Oh hey, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome to another video. It's crazy time, and I randomly just picked up the camera this morning because I felt like filming, so I think I'm just gonna do a little mini day in my life. It's not gonna be the most intensive writing vlog because it's Wednesday and I have 4 tests and 1 assignment from now until Friday. So it's gonna be a little bananas this week, and therefore I can't dedicate a whole lot of time to writing. But I'm still doing my hour a day. It's still so great. It's such a good release in the morning to just sit down and either focus on my story or just like write out all the feelings. It's amazing. I'm doing pretty well in my current project, which I'm calling my haunted project. I'm doing well in it. Have put zero pressure on myself because of the status of life. And so I'm only about 800 words into it, but I actually kind of wanted to spend this week outlining a little bit more. I have basically the beginning, I have the middle, and I have the end. So I'm pretty set up to start writing. So that's one of my main goals this week. So I think that I'm gonna work a little bit on that this morning, just for about an hour, because after that I have a test. And then I'm gonna take myself outside to read for about an hour over lunch, and then I am going to work on my assignment. It's a very exciting assignment. It's a PowerPoint because we have to demonstrate our knowledge in PowerPoint, and we get to pick any topic that we want, and I am picking my cats. So I'm gonna do a PowerPoint on my cats. I don't know if I will get it done today, but I'll show you a little bit of the process. Sit back for this little mini check-in. I'm so excited for next week. I just keep thinking about Friday afternoon and how amazing I'm gonna feel. I have an entire week off, so you bet I am going to be writing, I'm gonna be reading, and I'm gonna be vlogging it. It's gonna be amazing. But for now, we get a single check-in today and just hope that we make it. Cheers, get cozy, and welcome to the chaos. Hey there, me again. Let me just get you cozy, actually. Okay, so I just wrote in my journal, and now I'm going to spend a little bit of time outlining. And I've talked about this before, but I'm just gonna reiterate kind of my process on how I outline. First, I wanna say that all of my work, my pre-work on this story is pretty much done. I've gone through Story Genius, as you saw in my last vlog, and I did a bit of pre-work on my character. I have the story basically in my mind of the overall plot of what is going to happen externally. I feel like I have a good grasp on my character's mindset before the story begins and the journey that I want to take her on. I have also done a little bit of preliminary research into the topic that my book is essentially not about, but some of the things that happen in my book I wanted to do a little bit of research on, namely mortuary sciences and autopsies. So all of that is done, and I just wanted to clarify that because it's not like I'm just sitting down to outline like what happens in my book. I have these scenes in my head and I just want to kind of organize them. And I've talked about this before, but the way that I break down outlining is very simple. I don't like to plot too heavily. I don't like to plot every single moment, every single scene. I like a little bit of a balance. And to be honest, Story Genius really helped me to feel good in that approach that I take. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the overall story that I have in my head, X, Y, Z, beginning, middle, and end. And I'm gonna write out those 3 moments, and they're gonna be vague. You know, it's gonna be like she comes to a realization that blah, 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 blah. That's the middle point of the book. The ending is literally the scene of how they get to this point. This is what's going to happen. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna take those 3 points, and then I'm gonna fill in little points in between that I know need to happen in order for those big moments to happen. I hope you're with me, stay with me. And I find that this is a really good way of me to outline and come up with scene ideas because it basically just builds off of one another. If I know that a character has to get to X point, then I know how to take them to that point. Make sense? So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm going to write out the scene ideas that I have, which I have like, I think like 5 or 6. I don't know what that noise is. I think I have like 5 or 6 scenes that I'm gonna write out, and then I'm gonna see if there's any other ideas that I can come up with. I'm probably gonna do my Megan usual, which is put post-its on a wall somewhere in the order of my story. And then that's it. That's all she wrote for today. I have my test in about an hour and 20 minutes. So let's hop into, I just sneezed, sorry. You didn't need to see that. I'm gonna get into outlining and we'll go from there. I'm just so excited. I really like this book. It's really fun to write, especially now with all of the crazy anxiety that I have around school. It's really helping. Hello. It's still so early in the day, which is wonderful. I just finished my test. I think it went well. I think I get really bad test anxiety, but I never panic to the point of freezing. I think that I always perform better on tests than I do assignments for some reason. I wonder if it's just like the pressure of it. But it went well. I feel like I knew a lot of the answers. There were a couple questions that tripped me up, but everything went well. It has been submitted. I'm officially done with that course. It's so crazy that I'm coming to the end of like my first semester, which is only 2 months, but I am. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and I am going to read The Haunting of Hill House and just take a little bit of a breather for an hour before I get into the rest of my schoolwork, which is going to consist of studying and creating a PowerPoint on these beautiful creatures right here. These ones. Look at them. They're just screaming to have a PowerPoint made about them. So, in case you're wondering why I'm doing a PowerPoint on my cats, because I realized I never actually explained it. I have to take this class for the first semester of my program called Computer Applications, and it's basically just learning how to use a computer. It's as bad as it sounds. Like, we had to do Windows, and then we had to do Word and Excel and PowerPoint, which are all things that I'm quite proficient in. And I really did not like it, but that was my last assignment, so I'm done it. I only have like this week left of the class, but I'm officially done the class. I don't have to worry about anything else. And for our very last project, we had to do a PowerPoint on a topic of our choice, and I picked my cats, and I'm pretty happy with the results. It took me a lot longer than I expected. I cared about it a lot more than I wanted to, but I'm very happy with it. And frankly, I'm just happy to be done with the course. I'm officially done my day. It's 5:30 and I have a bit of a headache from not drinking nearly enough water. I really loved reading Shirley Jackson's The Haunting of Hill House. I didn't get very far into it because it was very distracting. There was just a lot of people around, there was a lot of noise, there was a lot of random people. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you are staying creative wherever you are. I will see you in the next video. It's gonna be a week long. It's gonna be so awesome. We're gonna vlog, we're gonna write. It's gonna be wonderful. So until next time.